Hi Dad, and welcome to the squad report for September of Season 5 with the Cobblers. First up we have our has potential to be special goalkeeper Sean Hill. He's up to 81, 1 point so far this season, but I'm sure he'll grow by many more as he's an excellent goalkeeper. We just need to keep some more clean sheets. And next up after him is a new signing. So I'm just waiting for myself to scroll down so we can see new signing Ian Simone from Argentina. He is the regen of Pablo Zabaleta. We bought him for 4.4 million from Fulham, and we sold Zuparic to Arsenal for 5 million. So we're up on that little deal, and we've got a better player by 5 points, and he's got better physicals and everything. He's got really great physicals. He's got better crossing. He's got medium work rates. A really good signing, I think. Even though he's only got the showing great potential status, he may be around for a while because I mean, like I say, he's really good. Then we've got Alfonso Escuero, our showing great potential centre back. He hasn't grown in his overall yet this season, but he is growing in some of his stats there, and as you can see on the one side of the screen there. Then we've got Sasha Abuhana up to a 75 this season. I really like playing with Abuhana. He's just a really good centre back. Yeah, I really like playing with him. I'm glad we got him off the free agents. Then we've got has potential to be special left back Khalif Al Mawalhad. He hasn't grown yet this season, but I'm confident that he will in time. We just need to get his form up a little bit, and he'll start to grow again. Then we have, surprise, surprise, it's Iki Kartinen, the man who wanted to leave the club in June, but there were no bids for him across the summer window. I was really surprised. We were kind of relying on him to fund our summer business, so we didn't get much done because Iki's still at the club, but we're happy to have him at the club. If he can get on some good form, it'll all be good until January, and he'll help to keep us in the Premier League. So next up, we'll have our Mexican CDM, Americo Cortez, 68 overall, up a point this season. I might put a little bit more training into him. He is an exciting prospect. He's growing on his own, but I want to get him up a little bit into the 70s. But he is a good player, and I think he's got a future here at the club. Then we've got Liam Carter on the left wing, 79 overall. Has potential to be special. And he's got some really great. I mean, look at the dark green stats for finishing, for crossing, for ball control and dribbling, and long passing, short passing, and his speed as well. And then there's Boleslav Cermak from the Czech Republic, playing in the right-sided cam position, up a point this season, 74. Also has the potential to be special. Also has some nice dark green stats there. And some lots of light green as well. He does feel good on the ball. He does. Then we've got the recently injured Domescu Stoiker. He's out for 6 weeks. Has potential, showing great potential, and he's a 72 overall at the moment. But yeah, we'll try and get him back in the team when he comes back from his injury and get him playing. Well, Adam Duna, the Robbie Keane regen, 72 overall this season, but he's playing well. He's on good form. I'm sure he'll continue to grow, hopefully into the mid-70s this season. So we'll move on to the first team bench now, and the first up is another new signing. It's Daniel Browser. I'm not sure how you say that. This is Arjen Robben's regen. We got him on loan from Eintracht Frankfurt until January. Because we thought we were going to be a bit short in the right midfield position, and then Iki Kartinen didn't leave, so there's a possibility of a permanent deal for this guy at some point. Then we've got Helland, our Norwegian CDM at 71 overall. He doesn't play because he's got the lower potential. He's got showing great potential, Cortez plays because he's got the higher potential. But I will try and get Cortez up into the 70s soon. But we'll just have to try and find a spot for him in the training. Then we've got Valentin Vazquez, 75 overall. CM has potential to be special. He'll be coming in to play instead of Stoiker, and we'll see how he goes. I think he's already scored this season. And yeah, I'm glad that his physicals are growing, because I was a little concerned that they weren't growing so much in previous seasons, but they are growing nicely now. Jordan Hall, our second choice goalkeeper, showing great potential. 77 overall, growing a point this season. We will move him on and get a higher potential keeper, but no one really bit in the summer, and we tried to use him in an exchange deal, and that didn't work out either. Pierre Martin, our second choice left winger, 77 overall, up 2 points this season, has the potential to be special. Feels really good when he comes on as a sub. He really does. He's a good player. Very good player. From the United States. Then we have Carlos Lins, our Brazilian centre-back from the second team. And he sits on the bench. And he doesn't get on very often off the bench, but he does a good job for the second team. And he's growing nicely across the board there. And then we've got Luka. This Slovenian forward whose second name I can't pronounce. I'm going to call him Malakar until I know how to pronounce his name, but I will look it up. I'll try and remember to look it up at some point at the weekend or something. But yeah, he's growing nicely. He's in training at the moment, and it's pushing up his stamina and his finishing and some of his other stats too. So he'll get some joy off the bench as our second choice striker. And then our second choice right mid third choice right mid at the moment, Abu Misoui. He's from Algeria. He has the potential to be special, and he will be the successor to Iki by the end of the season, I would think. Maybe even by January. They've got our Japanese centre back here, Takufumi Miyoshi, 69 overall. Now he does have the good physicals, but we may move him on in January. We do have a few centre backs to move on. We'll just have to wait and see. Then we've got Vladan Hornik from Slovakia, our second choice right back at the moment. But we do want to try and find, a youth right back who can come through and replace this guy, and we can move him on. But I'm training him up to make him worth more money. So, we can get $1 million or so for him, hopefully, when it comes to time to sell him. Then we have our new Croatian second choice left back, Vukoja, 70 overall, an exciting prospect, growing a couple of points this season. And he's, I've not played with him yet, but he looks like he'd be a solid player. We just need him to be a bit faster. And then we have a player we tried to sell in the summer, Victor Arbella Zabella, but with Iki not going, we had to put a lot of deals towards the end of the window on hold, and then he didn't go, and so they didn't happen. And he was one of those players, a Spanish third choice striker. Then we have, I'm not going to talk about this guy, he's for sale, he's our fourth choice left back, and then we have Gordson, I'm not going to talk about. Brian O'Leary's sticking around for now just in case of injuries and because he's a pretty solid player all round. I like to have an Irish player in the squad as well, as I'm sure Gary Daly does. Then we have Olaf Carlsen, he's another one to move on. Al Saeed is another one to move on. Then we have Eric. I can't remember what I said about this guy when I was actually recording the video part. So then we've got Eric Martinson, who has potential to be special, and he looks really good. And I'm playing him as a more of a cam, but he can play that left mid position if we need him to. And looks like a decent player at the moment, and is going to be really great, going forward. Sebastian Holmer, recently promoted Danish centre back, an exciting prospect. He is making his way into the second team at the moment. He's playing the left centre-back role in that team, and at 16, 69 overall, I mean, that's really, really good. I'm really happy that we found him and we put him straight into the training when we did, and then he finally turned 16 recently and got promoted. And Victor Manuel, unfortunately, he lost his exciting prospect status like Al Said, so they're both going to get moved on. But yeah, he's there in case we get an injury for now. We have another recent promoted Algerian, Samar Koudi. Not sure how to pronounce that one either. But he has potential to be a special left-sided player. So we have so many quality players on the left side of attack. They're all going to be scrapping for minutes. João Pereira. Now, I was going to sell this guy, this Portuguese CM, but we couldn't. We didn't have the money, and also we haven't really been able to find anyone who could do a good job as a squad player and a rotation player in the CM role. So he'll probably stay put for this season. And then finally we have Moroccan centre back Ferhat Akouan, and he's going to be sold. He's showing great potential. He's the lowest rated of our centre backs, and we couldn't sell him in the summer because he'd only joined the club very recently. But yeah, I thought he was going to be an exciting prospect, and he wasn't, so that was disappointing. And that's the end of the squad report. See you next time.